Welcome back to WMB News. Today we got a special guest on the air with us, JU Blacksburg softball head coach John Bohannon. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thanks for doing this, Ward. We appreciate you giving our program recognition.
Yes, sir. No problem. It's a pleasure to be here, and we're just going to ask you a couple questions about how the upcoming season is looking and how your team's looking. So let's get this thing started, shall we?
Sounds good.
So you guys have been practicing for maybe 3 to 4 weeks thus far. How do you think the team is looking in your eyes?
In my eyes, we're really improving. We're a young team. We lost 4. We had 3 seniors last year, varsity-wise. And then Kenzie Reed goes down for the year with an ankle injury in cheerleading. So technically we lost 5 varsity players, or 4 varsity players. And then we've got basketball. Our girls basketball team is awesome this year. So we haven't had, that's about 3 or 4 varsity starters. So we really haven't had our whole team, but we're young. But I can see every week us getting better and better and coming together as a team. The trust is getting there, that we lost by losing all that experience with those girls leaving and injuries. But I'm very pleased with it. The girls have worked hard. They've done what I've asked them to do. I expect us to do very big things this year. So we'll see.
So I noticed 2016 state runner-up player Charlie Scruggs is out there helping assistant coaching. Is he on the coaching staff as well?
He is. He is on the coaching staff when he can be here. He's also the program director at the YMCA, so that takes a lot of his time. But when he has free time, he comes out here and helps us. And yeah, the guy is full of knowledge of baseball, and then he's been umpiring softball. So he's kind of like me. He's a transfer from baseball to softball, but yeah, he does a good job and very patient and works with the girls and is able to communicate things that in a way that maybe me being 20 years older than him can't do.
Yes, sir. So with Kenzie Reed being out for the season, like you said, who are you looking forward to fill that shortstop spot?
Well, we worked on it for about 3 weeks there and tried everybody who we thought. And right now, Taylor Grissett, a 9th grader who played 3rd for us last year on JV, she has filled that role and has come out on top and has really done a great job defensively and working to get better at a position that requires her to move more. She has to make different types of throws. 3rd, everything you throw pretty much is a long throw. Now shortstop, she's got flips, she's got short double play throws, she's got relays now. So it's a transition for her, but she has really done a good job, and I'm pleased with her so far.
Yes, sir. I noticed last year in your schedules you took part in a lot of tournaments.
Yes.
A lot more than they took part in the year before. And against a lot bigger schools that are way bigger than these 2A schools you play in the regular season. Is that sort of beneficial to your players and the team playing against these big 7, 6A schools?
I think it is, and it isn't. It can be good and bad. Last year we played in Thomasville tournament. They're 3A. It'll be all 3A and 4. Every tournament we play in has bigger teams than us. But our girls have never shied away from playing competition. It didn't bother them. They didn't back down. They actually wanted the Spanish Fort tournament last year where we played Spanish Fort, Mary G. Montgomery, Robertsdale, Saraland, all 6As and 7As. I actually got a call from them last minute and asked if we want to play in it because they saw, hey, these girls can play with anybody. So I actually left it up to the girls. Did they want to play? And yeah, they said yeah, they wanted to go compete. And if you remember last year, we played Saraland to a 4-3 ball game, the first game of that tournament. And about the 5th inning of that game, Kenzie went down with an ankle injury then. And so she was also our number 2 pitcher. So then we were stuck with our number 1 pitcher, and then we had our 3s and 4s against the biggest competition we play all year. But we competed. Spanish Fort roughed us up pretty good. but everybody else was, like I think Robertsdale was 4-2, MGM who's 7A beat us 7-1. But we competed, and the reason I wanted to do it was we were already in regionals. It was just us and Orange Beach in the area. So my thinking was I don't want to get to regionals and see anything that I haven't seen before. I want it to be like regionals to be a breeze because, hey, if you can play against 6As and 7As, you can play against the good 2As, which Orange Beach could play with anybody. But that's the reason why I did it. This year we're not in a big tournament. I say big as far as having 6As and 7As, but we're in Thomasville tournament a couple times. We're hosting our own tournament over in Porch, March 24th and 25th. It'll be a 10-teamer, so it'll be a good time. And like I said, we've got new girls. The biggest thing is, what are they going to do when the lights come on and then the crowd's out here, and hopefully Saturday at the alumni game we'll get a little taste of what's going to happen when the action is there. But yeah, that to me, we have to, as far as tournaments go, the reason we do so many tournaments is because every bit of our playoffs and every bit of our state tournament, everything's tournaments. Like it's not like baseball where you play series. But yeah, that's why we do so many tournaments.
Yes, sir. So with you guys being, I believe you have 2 added teams to your area this year, which means y'all no longer, no matter the record y'all make the area, now you guys actually have to you got to win these games to get in your area.
Right.
Does that affect your mentality at all?
Well, it's actually 3 new teams. Orange Beach moved up to 4A, so now we have Washington County, Clark County, and Chickasaw. Yes, it definitely helped because you do. Yeah, you have. Last year we knew we were gonna be in, so we didn't really have to. We had to worry about it. We wanted to win the area, but we didn't have that pressure. But now, yes, there will be pressure, and those are historically pretty good teams. So we'll have to play good to get into the regionals this year.
Yes, sir. So, your first season last year, I believe, correct?
Yes.
You went 17-23 and 1 tie.
That's right.
Great. Pretty good season, I would say.
Right, yeah, with the schedule we played, I was pleased with it.
How do you think that's going to carry over to this season?
Well, I hope we build on it, and we've got 5 girls coming back that played that tough schedule. So hopefully they're used to it. There are no guaranteed wins. You have to go out there, you have to play, you have to compete every single game, or you lose, and that's how it was last year. And to me, I'm not comparing myself to Nick Saban by any standards, but that's what he does. Good on good. That's how they get good. That's how they're so good every year. Ones play ones. Every practice, you don't practice against the scout team, you practice against the ones. So that's my thoughts. We don't have enough people at JU Blackshear to have 2 sets of ones. So we have to see it regular season. That way, when we get to the area tournament, and if we can get out of there and get to regionals, we're used to playing the best, right? So hopefully, when we get there, it's just another day. That's what I want it to be.
Yes, sir. So, with Kinsey Reed out for the season, you have your number 1 out there. Who's going to number 2?
I think it's going to be a committee, but if I had to say today, it would be Maura Gleason would be our number 2, 9th grader. She pitched some for us last year on varsity. She threw a heck of a ball game in that first tournament of the year against 5A Demopolis, and I think we beat them 4-3 or 3-2. She's a really good drop baller. She knows what she's good at. She knows she's not going to blow it by you, but she uses spin to her advantage, and she can spin it as good as anybody we have. So I would say Moore would be number 2. Leighton Scott's going to pitch some. She's a 10th grader. Halana Walker, she transferred from Northview last April, so she's only JV eligible through April, but she's got good velo. So I think after the first week of April, when she can play on varsity, she's going to help us some on the mound too.
Yes, sir. What was I going to say? coming out to this season, you're having a lot of young players because you're losing a lot of your seniors. How are you looking to play them like, let's say you play Monroe County? You going to put some of the young players in over the starters to get them a little seasoned?
No. We play every game to win. Once again, the Nick Saban approach. I'm not Nick Saban. Not even close. So don't take it that way. But he plays every game to win. That's why he doesn't lose to teams he shouldn't lose to.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we're playing every game to win. If we get a chance to get younger kids in there, we will definitely do it. But we run JV just like we do varsity. We play to win and win only. That's it. It doesn't matter the situation. The girls know that. All playing time here is earned. If we get a chance to get people in the game, we will. But if you're not a starter, we try to find a role for them, whether that's a base runner or whether they're sitting here trying to pick up signs from the other team or charting, or some of them may play just defense as the flex, some may be the DP. We try to find a role for everybody. But in the end, our goal is to win every game we play.
Yes, sir. How are we looking at a state championship run as of this season?
Well, I think it's still yet to be seen. We hadn't played a game yet. I think we're capable of it. It also helps that you get Leroy dropping to 1A and you get Orange Beach moving to 4A. So that's two of your powerhouse teams that are gone. But you still got GW Long, you still got Ayrton. You had Wicksburg, who was great in 3A last year. They dropped to 2A. And then there's always a surprise team here or there that could show up. But I think our goal every year is to get to Oxford. If we can get to the state tournament, then who knows what's going to happen. So that's our goal, and I think there's a legit chance of us doing that. Now, what you'll see coming from the north, who knows? But I think I have an idea what's in the south, and I think we can compete with any of them.
Yes, sir. Well, you got your first exhibition game this Saturday, the annual alumni game. Have you filled out your starting roster for that yet, Coach?
I have not. Okay. I will probably work on that. Well, I was waiting to see basketball. Our girls' basketball, that's 5 girls. So I was waiting to see if make sure they were going to win last night. I felt confident they would, but see if I was going to have those 5. And now that I know that I won't have them because they're still going to be playing next week no matter what happens Thursday. So now I can fill it in based on who I'm going to have, because I know I'm going to be missing 3 varsity players for sure. So I'm going to have to pull some girls up to play on both. But no, I hadn't looked at it yet.
Well, pulling those girls up kind of gives you an advantage as a coach, because now you can see what those girls can do in an actual game-like situation.
Right. Yes, and and when I say pull them up, these are girls that are probably going to travel with us to tournaments, and they may even win starting jobs on varsity before it's over. But they will definitely travel. And yeah, you're right. We can see, hey, this is what they're going to do against live pitching, against varsity pitching, against good pitching. But we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully we can actually get it in and it doesn't rain us out. But.
Yes, sir. Well, that's all I got for you. So thank you for joining us, Coach, and good luck on the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ward.